Did you think I forgot about you? Well, I didn't. Singles, stay tuned. Welcome back to So You Want to Travel, where I give you tips and tricks that I've learned along the way of being a travel agent for 22 years. Solo travelers, what's best for you? Cruising or all-inclusive? Well, let's start again with pricing and then we'll go from there. Today, we're comparing Norwegian Cruise Line with Secrets the Vine Cancun. Looking at pricing on Norwegian, we're going to price a studio, which is specific for singles, so no single supplement. That price is going to be $1,605, and that includes a lot of freebies if you notice here. Next, let's take a look at a deluxe ocean view. This price is going to include freebies as well. 6th night is free. Deluxe ocean view is going to be $2,808. And by the way, these prices do not include airfare. Looking at the prices, I'm sure you noticed that that single supplement can be very high, but there's time frames that you can travel where you'll get a little bit better price, and that's shoulder season. Single supplement is basically a charge that a solo passenger receives for roaming in an accommodation that is meant for 2 people. Shoulder season is basically going to be spring and fall, so you still have decent weather but less crowds. So we have the price comparison, and you see there's a big difference there. Now let's take a look at the room sizes to see what the difference is. So as you see, that cabin is 97 square feet to 131 square feet. At the Vine, the deluxe ocean view is approximately 475 square feet. So what about the activities? Are there differences between the two? One advantage that a cruise has versus the all-inclusive is again going to be the options of ports. When you're in Mexico, when you're in Cancun, you can go to Tulum, you can go to Isla Mujeres, you can go to Playa del Carmen, you can go to Cozumel, but all of those are in Mexico. When you're on a cruise ship, however, you have different ports that you can go to, and sometimes in different countries, from one country to the other. That's not what we're talking about on this itinerary, but it is an option. So that's one big difference between all-inclusive for solo passengers versus the cruises for a solo passenger. One question I get asked a lot is it safe to travel as a solo passenger? Well, there are precautions you definitely want to take. When it comes to all-inclusive versus a cruise, I would actually say that a cruise would be more safe. And the only reason why I say that is because if you don't check into the cruise ship, they'll know. Once they set sail, they'll know if you're not accounted for. At an all-inclusive resort, not necessarily right away would that be the situation. Now, while this video is not how to travel as a solo passenger, traveling as a solo passenger myself, one thing that I would say to be safe is don't let your guard down. Act like you would at home. When you're at home, you take certain precautionary measures, and you want to do the same thing while you're on vacation. For some reason, when we're on vacation, and I'm guilty of this as well, we let our guard down. And that's something that we really shouldn't be doing. We want to make sure we're aware of our surroundings like we do at home. We want to do that on vacation. Another thing as a solo passenger, there are 3 people that are not your friend. That's Gray, that's Jim, and that is Jose. Now, am I saying don't have a cocktail? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying do not get intoxicated, because you become a target when you do that. Another way you become a target is being too flashy. I've said this before. When you travel, there's no reason to wear designer clothes. There's no reason to wear all your jewelry unless you're in a location where that is the norm. Don't do it. Don't bring attention to yourself, especially as a solo passenger. One thing that I love about traveling solo is I don't have to keep anybody's schedule but my own. I can do what I want when I want. If I want to hang out in my cabin or hang out in my room all day, I can do that because I'm not in anybody else's schedule. So that's one aspect of traveling solo that you guys have an advantage over, is that you get to do whatever you want to in your own time frame. Another aspect of traveling solo, and it happens every time I do it, when couples see that you're traveling solo, there's one or two couples that will always befriend me, and generally they're older and they just make sure that I'm okay. And so when I'm traveling as a single, I really don't feel by myself because there's always somebody looking out for me. When you're on a cruise ship, the crew really looks out for a single passenger. So if you're traveling single, definitely you want to talk to the cruise director. You want to talk to the entertainment crew because they will take care of you as a single passenger. Don't forget to subscribe because shortly I'm going to have a video based solely on travel insurance. That being said, if you have questions about travel insurance, leave them below because then I can answer them in that video. So I hope that series for couples, singles, and families helped you out in making your decision for 2022 travel for either cruising or all-inclusive. If you ever have any questions, just leave them below and I'll definitely get back to you. In the meantime, talk to you later.